So hi everyone. I'm Aneesh. I'm the CEO and co-founder at Gentle. Um, we're a Techstars portfolio company. I wanted to start my pitch off today with a personal story. 2 years ago, actually, I lost my ex-girlfriend to suicide. I was sad. I was angry. I was filled with so many questions. I had watched her try countless medications, numerous different therapies, but nothing really provided the support that she needed for her depression or her bipolar. She's not alone in this story either. Everyone probably in that room knows someone who's struggled with depression. For context, 1 in 8 Americans struggle with an episode annually. That's 280 million adults globally who struggle with depression. I needed to understand why people like her struggle to find lasting solutions. And so I looked. And what I found is that treatment today is stuck in the past, and it manifests itself in two main ways. First, today's at-home treatment is antidepressant medications. They work by targeting serotonin, and they work for so many, but they're far from ideal. These medications often have low efficacy, they're addictive, and they can lead to lengthy medication management problems, withdrawal, and a plethora of serious side effects. Second, advanced treatments like magnetic stimulation are by far the most effective, and they work by increasing brain activity. But they're exhausting. They can be costly. Patients have to sit under a loud magnetic coil, staring at a white wall for hours a day or for multiple weeks. And this disruption of their life can cost upwards of $40,000. It's not even covered by Medicaid or some other insurances. Patients today constantly feel like they're making trade-offs between their condition and their treatment. And so we wanted to build something kind, something gentle. And so at Gentle, we're building a headband to provide relief within 30 days, drug and side effect free. We're leveraging a technology called transcranial direct current stimulation to improve activity in the region responsible for mood, their left dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. There are zero reported serious side effects in any clinical setting, and in the last few years, dosing has been determined for depression. This is how it looks in the lab. But we're focused on bridging the gap between neuromodulation and portability. Patients wear a device for 30 minutes over 30 days to treat their depression. It's safe, it's effective, it's designed to seamlessly integrate into their daily life. Here's what our device looks like. Putting it on is as easy as wearing a headband. And with just a few taps on their phone, patients can start their session and providers can track their care wherever they are, ensuring a safe and supported experience. We generate revenue through a one-time device purchase and remote patient monitoring billing on the provider side. Gentle's platform is the only device worn out that can be worn outside while shopping for groceries, inside the house, or at work. We have a gamified application to boost adherence and improve targeting, and we're also the only platform that works with providers to add an additional stream of revenue to their clinic. I think our value add is extremely clear. Competitors today are building bulky devices designed for academic clinics, or they believe that offering a remote experience means that I have to lock myself in my house and close my blinds so nobody can see me. We're building a device designed for real people to live real lives. We have pre-commitments of over $1 million through NYU and Technical University of Munich. There are academic design partnerships, and our goal here is to work with health systems of all sizes, including digital clinics. Below our example of some of the places which we're already in discussion with. Here's a conservative estimate of our path to reach $80 million for the next 5 years after launch. This technology is also reimbursable in the Europe, in Canada, and in the UK. I bring a background building complex, scalable software platforms, being the first full stack hire at Imprint and working on trading systems at Bloomberg. Andrew, our CTO, leads hardware development with his background, experience building CAR T cell therapy at Solaris and robotic surgery at companies like Verb. And we're backed by clinical experts like the director of NYU and the director of Technical University of Munich, who bring decades of experience in this care. And on the commercialization side, we're led by experts who've built and scaled hardware companies and navigated regulations like the FDA, like the ex-head of tech at Philips or the ex-head of Wear OS at Google. We're looking for roughly $2 million to obtain approval from the IRB to begin manufacturing, execute on those LOIs, and begin growing organically. At Gentle, we're creating a culture where managing your mental health is as easy as wearing a headband. Thanks so much for your time. Scan our QR code to access our founder profiles on LinkedIn and check out our website. The first page has an email form for a wait list, and I'd love it if, people would want to sign up. Thanks.
Aneesh, thank you. Questions?
Test, test. Aneesh, are you there?
I'm
Test.
here. I cannot
Okay.
hear anyone talking.
Great. Thank you so much for your presentation. I see there's a big difference between my first impression of the product, and it was a big square box attached to somebody's head, and the
Yeah.
beautiful product on the last slide. Can you tell me kind of what the gap is between the prototype looking image and the first
Totally. Let
part
me
of the
go back to
presentation on
that
the bottom?
to show. I'm not sure if you caught me wearing it as well. This is what it looks like. Um, yeah, so basically these devices so we're working with NYU and they run a TDCS clinic to provide this type of care. Here's like a good example. This device is highly configurable, meaning it has not just DCS, but it also has like alternating currents. There's a bunch of different ways to program things on this big dongle that's just, like set ahead. And then on the left side, they're using it for a wide variety of tools and treatments. So one thing that they're using it for is like motor recovery post-stroke, for example. We're focused on eliminating I think depression has the most efficacy so far. And so we're building a product that's really built to just target the prefrontal cortex. And we're also building something where the protocol is already defined, right? So all of that abstraction that need to for play can be taken away and can just be put in like a software app.
Hey, Aneesh, thanks so much for your presentation. Hey, can you confirm where you are in research in terms of your data and then what your regulatory path is in the US? Are you targeting FDA Class 3 PMA?
Okay, so yes. The first part was where we are with our data. We started in March. We just went through Techstars and we built our first device. So none of the data that I've mentioned is data that is actually collected by us. I mentioned a couple RCTs throughout our presentation. We want to file something of an equivalency here. And we have plans within the Q1 really to collect some data. We have to collect a brain mapping study and then a human safety trial. And then our devices will be used in the NYU lab and in Technical University of Munich. So we've just built our first prototype. That's kind of where we are. Now, on terms of the regulatory side of the question, we are Class 2A. And our goal is to file a 510(k) within the US. There's a few companies that are kind of paving the way, have just put out their phase 3. And so we expect them to get cleared within the next year. And our goal will be to piggyback off of that. Yeah.
Very
Anish.
good. Last question.
Okay, Mike, so I'll take it. Anish, thanks for your presentation and for your noble mission. You mentioned the opportunity for your partner clinics to have an additional revenue stream, but I didn't hear anything in the presentation about your your views of the business model. Could you maybe comment on that just briefly?
Yeah, so a few things. First, our goal is really to kind of work with different, healthcare clinics of all sizes. So we don't want something that has to be done at home. I think, like, thinking about the future of healthcare, you think of companies that are, prescribing things online, like antidepressants, or Ozempic is really trendy right now. So our goal is really to build something that could be there. And so by our app, we have a big software platform tailored with this. So that collects data from wearables and PHQ-9s, which are like these assessments that psychiatrists use. And that allows things to be offered as a um, offered kind of as a remote patient monitoring billing solution as well. And then on the flips, additionally with that, by I mean additional sense of revenue is patients will often, the first thing really is to prescribe an SSRI. Oftentimes patients won't find success with that SSRI, but there are numerous trials around using our technology as an adjunct treatment as well. Um, yeah, I hope that clarifies that question.
Thank you.